One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gamecocks have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes a handoff. It's Lyle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Third down play from the gun. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Whips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they sneaks it in. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. This is a designed run. Finding an escape route. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Lofton. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Once he got some room, it was over.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Whoa, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Selden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to pull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires deep on the run. Makes a connection. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Floats it out in space. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And that is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Watson. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
On the direct snap, it's Lyle. He'll take it himself. Crosses the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good?
And the ball is free on the pitch. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The toss to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And he's still running after the move. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kick is in the air. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off play action on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. just about set to get this second half underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw it, Sellers. Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. Quarterback extends the play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Canes will try to move the chains on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Gamecocks are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Finds a little space. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Punt is in the air. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And back to the air on 2nd down. This time on target. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Hines is tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He wants it all. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead is now back down to 9.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw, it's at Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The offense changing the play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Gets the back moving. They want to run this quarterback. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Canes are flying down the field. In the red area, it's Gibson. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To give as they work on that clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, you could tell all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch. And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Throwing right. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength and some room to work. Got the first down and more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. He's at the... and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Canes.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is currently up big right now, and really everything they've dialed up offensively has worked.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's got the back in the middle. and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll send the back in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They'll go to the toss. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Turning it on. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Good timing on the quick out. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the